Yes, vegan plant-based sushi is a real thing, and yes, it tastes just as good as it looks. Since we're putting our own plant-based twist on this Japanese classic, we're replacing raw fish with succulent mushrooms. And to top it off, we're making a zesty, spicy mayo. So, how do you make natural, healthy, vegan, plant-based sushi rolls? Well, the key to making great sushi is making great sushi rice, which includes rice vinegar, sugar, and salt. All I had handy was brown coconut sugar, which is why my rice turned out brown. However, brown sugar is also used on occasion in traditional sushi, so it's all good. It is important to use a short grain rice. Its texture, stickiness, and ability to absorb flavor make it perfect for sushi. You're gonna wanna put the rice in a regular strainer and rinse it really, really good. As you can see, the water's coming out really cloudy. It's pretty white. This is all the starches rinsing off of the rice. So get your hand in there, mix it around, and as you'll notice, the longer you rinse it, the more clear the water becomes. This is looking good. We got a nice crystal clear water. That means the rice is ready to cook. So we're gonna do 2 cups of rice with 2 1/4 cups of water. We're gonna wanna bring that up to a boil, cover it, and cook it for 15 minutes. After that, we're gonna remove it from the heat, let it stand for another 10 minutes. While the rice is cooking, we're gonna get the rest of the ingredients ready. We're gonna use 1/4 cup of rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons of sugar, or in this case, brown coconut sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt. We're gonna put these into a saucepan. And then we're going to just add a little heat and slowly mix this up. It's gonna take a few minutes. Now you know all the ingredients are perfectly dissolved and perfectly mixed. This is good to go, so we're gonna take it off the heat and put it to the side to cool off while the rice finishes cooking. Once the rice is done cooking, we're gonna transfer it to a large bowl. And I had a technical error, call it an operator error, and the footage of me adding the vinegar, sugar, salt mixture, but basically you're just gonna wanna drizzle that over the top and distribute it as evenly as possible. We're then gonna go in with a wooden spoon and we're gonna gently toss the rice and mix it in with our vinegar, salt, and sugar mixture until it's perfectly coated and mixed up. Now let's get those mushrooms ready. I'm just using regular old white button mushrooms from the grocery store, but I encourage you to check out your local Asian market. Go down the mushroom aisle, you'll find a lot of fun, delicious mushrooms. Let's preheat a skillet, add a little bit of sesame oil, throw these mushrooms up in there. I'm gonna add just a sprinkle of salt and a little bit of soy sauce, just so these mushrooms have a little flavor when we're cooking them up. We're gonna wanna cook these for 10 to 15 minutes until they're soft and delicious. They're almost there, give them a little bit longer. All right, these are looking good. I'm gonna transfer these to a plate, and then I'm gonna stick them in the freezer so they can chill down because I do not want hot mushrooms in my sushi. Now, let's chop up some raw, crunchy vegetables to throw in with these mushrooms on our sushi rolls. Some of my favorites are ones that are really easy to find in any grocery store. Cucumbers, carrots, red cabbage, green onions, cilantro. These are gonna add a lot of flavor and a lot of color to our rolls. We'll start off by just slicing some long slices of cucumber. We're gonna wanna get them as even as possible, but don't stress out about making it perfect. I always leave the skins on because they're full of nutrition, and honestly, no one ever complained about it before, so never took them off. We're also gonna do some thin slices of red cabbage. I'm gonna chop the ends off these carrots, and we're just gonna use this little tool over here to get some super thin slices. Now for our zesty, spicy mayo. This is super simple. I did equal parts vegan mayo, sriracha, and I added in some Gucci Gang sauce, which is definitely not authentic, and I definitely did not pronounce that right. but it is delicious either way, and it gives it a really cool orangey color. When we are rolling our sushi, we're always gonna go shiny side down. Make sure you got it going the long way left to right. Scoop on enough to make sure you're covering the whole sheet, and then make sure you cover your rice back up. We don't want it to dry out. Wet your fingers with a little bit of water. This is gonna keep the rice from sticking to your fingers. Be gentle. You don't want to smush the rice. Now, I've got these mushrooms that have chilled in the freezer, so they're nice and cold. We're just gonna lay them across the rice like so. Don't have to use every single thing that we cut up in every single sushi roll. You can mix it up. With these, I just did the carrots, the cabbage, and the green onions. Rolling it up can be a little tricky. Take your time. You're gonna use one of these cool little bamboo sheets. As you roll it over, you're gonna wanna get your fingers in there and try to tuck it down a little bit. This might take a few tries to get it right. If you come up with some sloppy sushi rolls, it's okay. You had fun, and it still tastes probably pretty dang good. This one looks like it came out pretty good. I think I look a little too happy about that. Let's do another. Like I said, shiny side down. Let's throw on the rice. This time, I'm gonna load this one up with all of our ingredients. Natural, healthy, plant-based vegan sushi rolls. I'm definitely going to share some more sushi recipes in the future. I think this is just the simplest one that you can use to get started. If you want more delicious plant-based recipes, go ahead and subscribe. Or not, I don't care. Just enjoy the food. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.